Good morning, I'm back in Beighton in the southeast of Sheffield today. Now you'll have heard me say this many times, but I still live here. Nearly 16 years I lived in this village, and I thought I knew every nook and cranny of this place. In fact, I've done quite a few videos of the various disused railway things, of which there are plenty around Beighton and the surrounding area. But last week there was a post on Facebook from a chap called Mick, and I believe Mick used to work or have something to do with the signal box, and he posted a photograph which intrigued me of an old disused bridge that crossed the River Rother. Now I'd never seen this bridge, I had no idea this old bridge existed, so I thought I'm gonna go and have a look at that.
So as usual, let's get some geographical context on where we are today. We're just to the north of Beighton Junction on the line that goes towards Woodhouse and Sheffield, and we're specifically looking at that short line that goes off just to the north of Beighton Station that goes into the old Crown Paper Mills. So this is Rotherham Road, Beighton, and we're just approaching a Beighton level crossing.
This is where the old signal box used to be, demolished. Memory serves me correctly, I think it was March last year, was it? March 2021. That's what's in its place now. It was also the site of the Sheffield Beighton Station as well, just here.
Here's that same view from early 2021 on a very gloomy winter's day. As you can see, signal box still standing. And another bit of footage taken a day or two before the signal box was sadly pulled down.
So the amount of times I've cycled, run, walked down Rotherham Road, I've never actually ventured off this side. It's been a wasteland for as long as I've known it. It's got a new sort of container storage place over there, but I wouldn't say it's been a particularly, what's the word, inviting place to go and explore, and I honestly didn't think there was anything down here worth exploring. So I'm not trespassing here. Got the boundary fence for the railway land just there. In fact, I'll go over and have a look. So that's the main railway line just there, the other side of that fence, and that's the site of the station. Nothing left there now. A few old piece of rail where they've done some rail replacement, obviously. So here's our bridge, just coming into view now. This bridge, so best tell you a little about the bridge, haven't I? So I didn't even know this line existed, and I just struggled to get my head around that, given how many times I've sat just looking at old maps and old railway maps of this area. But you can see there's still sleepers on the bridge, but this was the bridge, this was the way in. It was a little branch line into some sidings and into the old Crown Paper Mill that just sat the other side of the bridge.
Here's an old National Library of Scotland maps where we can see Crown Paper Mills and we can see the branch line coming off the Great Central Railway there. Now something was bugging me about this map, and that was the distance between the mill, the river and the junction with the Great Central. And if we just stick an overlay of Google Maps at a modern day view, we can see that the River Rother at some stage has been rerouted. Now I know there was a lot of problems with flooding around this area from the river, so it would appear that the bridge that we're seeing today isn't actually the original bridge. Now here's where things start to get a little bit confusing, because if you read online, the mills closed in the 1920s. But this map dated 1947 still has the paper mills listed on the map. But the railway branch does appear to be absent from this later map, although even more confusingly, they're still the original route of the Rother.
Be careful, there's a lot of barbed wire wrapped around some of the girders under here. And there's the other side. Just at the side of it as well, we have got this bridge here. I think it is a railway bridge, but it's not a railway bridge left in situ Well, look at that. That's a full bridge. Apparently this has just been moved and dumped here.
So I'm only thinking out loud asking these questions, but does anybody actually know, or does anyone think that this could be the original bridge from the original route of the River Rother?
Still got the blue bricks over there. Yeah, but this isn't what we've come to see. This is... So I did manage to get the other side of that fence we've just been looking through. It was really easy. Just came on that footpath that went underneath the bridge and up it came this side. So I'm not gonna go on to that bridge. It doesn't look in great condition, to be honest. A lot of rotten wood on there, but you can see sleepers going all the way across, all the way to the other side. I've just had a look, and it does, the centre bit does, for this this bit anyway, just seem to be have its structural integrity. So I have just having a quick nosy onto it. I think that's called living a little, isn't it? So there's the River Rother down there. It's looking a bit healthier now, is it? That's got a bit more water in than the last time I saw the River Rother up near Chesterfield. Actually goes a lot further than I thought it did. There's 3 spans to this bridge. I'm not going any further than that. You kind of get the idea. Yeah, so the Crown Paper Mill was literally just the other side of the bridge, just on that piece of land there. Now there's nothing left of that mill now, but there is an industrial estate that shares the same name of Crown. There's something there on the side of the river, isn't there? Something, an electrical something or other there. I don't know if that's off the railway or not. So in that direction, that's Rother Valley, Killer Marsh, and Chesterfield. The River Rother goes to, and Rotherham in that direction. We've had a good look at the bridge now, so let's get back up to the main road. And this is Rotherham Road, which at one time of day would have looked very, very, very different to what it is today. Very featureless road at the moment, which is just basically a road off the A57 going into the back end of Beighton.
So let's pull up that really old map that shows Rotherham Road, and there's a lot more going on than there is today. At one time we had an old flour mill, we had a row of terraced houses, and we even had a pub called the Railway Inn. Now I mentioned earlier that this area was prone to flooding from the nearby River Rother. And here we can see, looking towards Rotherham, we can see quite a substantial flood going on. We can also see that row of terraced houses on the left hand side, and this was Paper Mill Row, or Crown Terrace as it was also known. And such a different view to today. We can also see the old pit and the old coke plant in the background there.
And there's the view of the Crown Print Works today. So that's it, only a short video. I seem to be just putting out little short videos, nipping places at the moment. It seems like a big investment of time to go off and do a full day's explore at the minute, but I have got some things in the pipeline. But I just wanted to have a look at that old bridge. Probably not the most interesting video I've done, but there was just something intrigued me where I've pretty much covered most things, I'd say, of the disused railways around Beighton, within a square kind of mile. So it just intrigued me that was something that I didn't even know about. But we'll leave it there. Cheers for watching. Thanks for your support as always. Don't forget to give the video a like, leave me a comment, come and have a look at my Facebook page, because I do put further photos and things like that on there. So take care and I'll see you soon. It's starting to rain, so I couldn't have timed that better.